Yo, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to start, I'm going to call it a series. I don't know how many videos I'm going to split this up into or make, or if I should just make it one. I'll probably drop this and then see what you guys think I should do for the rest. But anyways, we're going to rebuild the Corvette. I haven't started this thing since almost last event, so probably like September or whatever, 4 or 5 months ago. It's just been parked, sitting here. Basically, I kind of tucked that over there. I tucked the DSM against that wall. But now we're pretty much going to be pulling the motor. And in here, I got a bunch of, I don't even know if I'd call them goodies. These are new head studs, head bolts technically. And then I got a whole gasket kit to reseal this thing. So pretty much by the end of last season, on a hot day at a not very big track, I was filling up my catch can in like two laps. Like, it was kind of ridiculous. This thing's got a credible amount of blow by. I don't know why. I want to say rings. It's an NA car, so to fill the can like that was just kind of crazy. But either way, I'm going to move it over a little bit, throw up on jack stands. That way I got room on both sides. As you can see, it's kind of cluttered over there. And then I guess start draining fluids and start ripping her apart. I have no goal for today. Actually, my goal for today, I want to do a compression test and a leak down. If I could do that, then maybe I'll somewhat know what I'm looking at. I think worst case, hopefully not, but hopefully best worst case is like a broken ringland or something. But even then, I hope I don't have to do pistons or whatever. But the cool thing too is I'll actually get to see what's in this motor. So I know it's got CNC ported heads. It's got springs, retainers, valves, cam, basically just a heads cam tune package. It was told it was a factory reman GM block. I do have a receipt for it. But this was also during COVID, and I was essentially working for GM at the time too, and they had like, their refurb stuff was terrible during COVID. So it's possible someone just, you know, did rings wrong or gapped them wrong or whatever. And yeah, so I guess we'll do a little bit of diag, see if it tells us anything, and then probably just dig into it. Got the car up on jack stands, got my little table laid out for parts, compression tester, leak down. Probably gonna pull the hood off and then we'll do compression and then we'll do a leak down, just because I want to get numbers, and like I said, hopefully we'll discover something from this. So yeah, next thing, pop the wheels off, pop the hood off, get this stuff all hooked up. I already got the compressor filled up and we'll see what she does. Couple things pulled out, ignition stuff mostly. Pulled the fuel pump fuse. These were the plugs. If you look at the right bank, the even bank is like way richer than the odd bank, and I was like, damn, what the heck's wrong? Like, what was messed up? Is that normal for LSs or whatever? And then I remembered I had a dead O2 sensor for like an event or two, so definitely checks out why for that. But we got it hooked up to number 8, so about to crank it. This only has a push to start button, so I gotta like, I don't know, I read online that it should just work if I hold it, then it should stop when I let go, but I'm pretty sure it's about to crank itself for like 10 or 15 seconds at a time, which I guess isn't the end of the world. I gotta hold the foot pedal down too while I do it. But yeah, fuel pump's disconnected. There might be some residual fuel in it now. Hopefully that honestly pushes itself through or out anyways, because I'm going to have to pull the fuel rails and stuff here to pull the engine out. But yeah, we're gonna start out, see what all the compression numbers are, and then we'll do leak down on everything, and then I get to pulling the rest of it. Well, I guess I forgot to hit record on that one, and I dropped the camera. But that one's at 175. That one's at about 170 as well. 172 again. Well, if that's for realsies, she's cooked. Bruh. She did. I have this set up super sketchy. I'm hooked up to the DSM. I got to start the DSM to crank this because this battery's dead and I only have trickle chargers. And yeah, anyways. Hey, we're at 175. We're good on that one. $175. Well, here's the final results. 172, 175, 170, 172, 95, 165, 175, 175. This probably just has a little bit of worn rings or something, maybe just because I did that one pretty cold. I mean, these were just as cold. This one's a little eh. This one's bad. Maybe there's a head gasket leak between the two. I don't know. Well, with that being said, I'm just gonna tear into this. I don't think I'm gonna try to time lapse it or try to keep recording, because if you ever try to record and do stuff, especially by yourself, it takes a ton of time trying to do camera stuff, and I don't even have like a tripod or no good equipment. So I'm just gonna dig into this. I'm gonna go drain everything for sure, start picking stuff apart. I might just pull this head off tonight, since those are the two bad cylinders, see if I can see anything from the top, and then go from there. So either way, I still got to do everything and reseal it all, but we'll start there and at least kind of hopefully answer some questions. Got some more torn out of it in typical coolant fashion. I made an absolute mess. Probably would have been nicer if I had a bigger tub, but it is what it is. Got some more stuff out. Finally gonna do a thermostat. This was the old one that come out of there. The seal was actually a little off. You can see on the thermostat housing, this little speck was where the tab was, so it had rotated when last person put it on. This is my new one, which is a 170, and this is a 190. So if you don't know, basically these get hot and then they expand and it opens up the valve right there. And it allows your coolant to basically circulate through your radiator, and that's what keeps your car cold. If you delete one, it'll always circulate and it'll never get warm unless you're like idling for a long time. But basically this lowers it at 170. So in hindsight, the theory behind it is drifting or driving hard, whatever, it allows it to start cooling slower or earlier, which prevents it from overheating quicker, I guess. But those are at 170, and then I'll turn my fans on at like 180, and the car should like basically never see over 200. So just change the fuel tables a little bit for that, if you even care that much. It's probably not that big of a difference, but I'll probably do whatever come summertime. But yeah, anyways, got a bunch out. Gonna keep tearing at it. Well, it's going on 3 a.m. I'm cooked, and so is my car. That one's pretty deep. That one is too. That one's not as bad.
and that little gash right there, if you can see that. So I'm pretty sure that piston's broken or something along those lines, but that I don't know if I'm gonna be able to bore that.
So I may need a new block. And I don't know how soon I'm gonna be trying to do a new block. It's funny because everyone, when I bought this car, was like, oh, Corvettes, they're so reliable. LSs, they're so reliable. DSMs, they suck so bad. Bro, I've beat the shit out of this car for 14 years. It's had a bad head gasket for probably the last 4 or 5 years, and I still beat the shit out of it, and it's still fine. I've had this thing for less than 3 years. I've driven it basically one summer, and it's given me constant issues. So, anyways, yeah, I guess we'll conclude episode 1 with the bad news. And hopefully episode 2, we have a plan on where to go. So, thanks for watching. See you guys next video. Yeah.